Have you ever been so committed to a plan that you keep forcing it to happen even though it doesn't really make that much sense? Today we're going to talk about quitting. So after 5 months on the road, we're heading back home today. We have about 6.5 hours of drive time, which is gonna be a long day of driving. It's more than I normally do with the RV. So hopefully it goes okay and we can be back in Austin by dinner time. So wish me luck. If you're new here, my family of 6 has been traveling across the country for the past 5.5 months. We've seen Charleston, Savannah, the Florida Keys, Miami, Nashville, Knoxville, Greenville, Asheville. It was a bigger plan of traveling the country, homeschooling, and kind of finding where we wanted to move next. We also needed to sell our house along the way, so moving into the RV seemed like the perfect plan. But not everything went according to plan. We have a seat and a table that none of us all fit at. It's like 36 degrees out right now, and it's supposed to freeze tonight and have that winter storm. So we're thinking it's going to be about 26 degrees and 2 inches of snow. So
should be fun.
It should be fun. We are not used to snow, and especially not in the trailer. So,
yeah.
And
the heat's broken.
And the heat's broken. So all of our pipes are frozen, and all the hoses that lead to the RV are frozen, but kind of thawing. So we're trying to get water back into the RV. And eventually it got to the point where we had to really reassess what we were doing. So how do you know when it's the right time to quit? We made it to Texas and we're all hungry. So we parked the RV way back there and we're walking over to Chick-fil-A, which I find has the best breakfast on the road for tracking macros. So I'll share what I got when I get there. I get an egg white grill sandwich and okay, so I got the egg white grill, and that has egg whites and a grilled chicken and the fruit cup, and I wound up getting a water. And I'll share the macros on the screen in a sec, but this is actually a pretty high protein, low fat breakfast that is pretty nice to have on the road. That tastes good too. So, gonna eat. When we set off on our adventure, we thought this was going to be the perfect way to take life by the horn, transition out of the house, and explore the country. Selling our home was way harder than expected, especially from on the road. We faced delays, miscommunication, unexpected expenses, and all of it started making us realize maybe this wasn't the best course. All right, let's go to Buc-ee's. Hug attack. All right. What do you guys like about Buc-ee's?
A lot of options.
A lot of options, yeah. You guys like that we let you pick out a candy?
That's a good part.
Yeah. But we were already in it and on the road and had made these plans, and so we kept kind of forcing through, thinking that eventually we were going to make it work. So I thought about it, and there were 4 key signs that really told us it was time to quit. Guys, oat milk for Dustin. All right, that'll do. Oh, looking clueless right in front of me. Picked up apples, and I'm just gonna throw out the peanut butter on top and just have the apples while we drive. And then I have brought this in case I get snacky later and I want to have a sweet treat. And then I got my coffee. So for all of these, I will leave the macros on the screen as well. Number 1, when progress stops. So if you're putting in the work, you're making adjustments, you're trying to figure it out, and it just keeps stalling, that might be a sign that it's time to quit. You know, we were really trying to figure this out and force this to happen, and all these signs were pointing that we weren't making much progress. So I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm most excited to have a bedroom that I can shut the door and then walk into the bathroom without disturbing anybody.
Yeah.
I think I've missed that the most.
I miss getting off the side of the bed rather than having
to climb in from the foot of the bed. Yeah, that's a big one. We're standing for work in the office, having an office,
Yeah.
a kitchen. It's been just having space.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're a lot of people. The fit in that RV.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. What are you looking forward
Hunter,
to most, buddy?
What are you looking forward to most?
Being back at the house. Having my own space. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough.
Was your favorite part when Drax hopped up on your bed and ate all your stuff? No, that was not
How
your
did he get all the way? I was on a bunk bed.
He's like a goat.
Boing.
Speaking of the goat, there he is.
Yeah.
Mans,
Nance,
what are you most excited about coming back to in the house?
My bed.
Your bed? Yeah. What about you, Bubs? Your own space?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't even have your own bed, right? You had to share a bed with a couch. Yeah. Jay, what are you most excited about returning to in the house?
Probably just having my own room again.
Yeah, where you can shut a door.
Well, more where I can just like not get stepped on all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess then also that means Drax won't eat your stuff either, huh?
Yeah.
He's been a victor.
Yeah.
2 is when it's hurting more than it's helping. We were tired of living in the RV. We were frustrated that the house wasn't selling, and we were missing home. And we started realizing that we didn't even want to be going down this path anymore. We are making incredible time. We are like an hour away from home. We're stopping along the road to make some sandwiches because we're hungry. Make me a sandwich? Ooh, this is my sandwich. I'm also having a coconut water in addition to that tasty sandwich, which I just devoured. I know for me, the first time I lost all my weight, I restricted my calories like crazy. I was having like 1,000 to 1,100 calories a day. I was losing weight, but I didn't realize it then. I was losing all of my muscle, and also I was losing all my energy. I had no stamina that it's taken me years to overcome, and it hurt so much more than it helped, even though I lost the weight.
I just want to jump it. I thought you were asking for a way to do that.
Go for it. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, I should. I really wish I had gotten that in slow motion. If I just said, I think you're gonna fall, I think I was right, and I got it on camera. Number 3 is when the original goal no longer fits. We spent so much time questioning on the road if we should still keep going, even though it isn't really exactly what we wanted to do anymore. All right, last stretch. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yay! Clearly not enough
I
enthusiasm.
thought you were talking like
Take 2.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yay!
Number 4 is when you feel relief at the thought of quitting. So we had a family meeting and we all got together and we decided this is actually what we want to do. We don't want to continue this plan. We want to just go home. How it's failed. This idea of quitting doesn't just apply to our travel plans or weight loss. It can apply to so many other things. It matters for relationships that you're not getting much out of. It can apply to career and business. Shoot, I got a ton of things I've quit for business. For the longest time, I was a social worker for CPS in California. Then I had my first baby and I decided that I didn't want to go back to it. I didn't want to go back to the negativity and the toxicity of what was going on there. And instead I wanted to do something more powerful and positive. And so that's actually why I started a Sweet Pea Chef, because I wanted a change in my life that was more positive. I also bought a women's fitness apparel company and it was a very bad idea. I should have never bought it. I didn't have any bandwidth to do it. I realized later that I didn't have the bandwidth to keep it running, and I was too busy building Cleanish to really put the focus into the other company. And I worked really hard on the 2 of them for a year, and I realized at the end of it that it just wasn't gonna work. Both of them needed 100% of my time, and so I had to choose to quit one in order to make the other grow. And you know I'm gonna pick Cleanish because that's my baby. I also chose to quit YouTube for a bit, mostly because I was burnt out. I didn't have a good process for getting videos out. I was overwhelmed with getting content out, and I felt like I was always shooting, trying to get the next video, and then immediately as I published that, I had to go do the next one. And it was a cycle that I wasn't happy with, and so I took a step back. my gym. I missed my gym so much. Definitely gonna use that soon. So yeah, now we're home and now we have all the fun of unpacking and figuring everything out.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hit your...
So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Quitting isn't always a bad choice. Sometimes it's the smartest thing you can do. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for making it to the end. I'll see you next time.